Just when you thought the Democrats, they couldn't be involved in any more scandals, Fox News tonight confirming that the FBI is investigating Pennsylvania Congressman Bob Brady for allegedly paying off his Democratic primary opponent in 2012 and then lying to federal investigators. Not a good idea. According to the charges, Brady secretly paid $90 grand for his opponent, Jimmy Moore, to drop out of the race. And Moore and his former campaign manager have already pled guilty to concealing the payments. Additionally, 2 aides for Brady have been indicted. Sounds like Democrats love rigging elections more than anything else. We reached out to Brady's attorney for comment. Shockingly, we haven't heard back. Here was reaction. Salem, nationally syndicated radio host Larry Elder, Fox News correspondent at large Geraldo. Hillary rigged the election according to the primary. According to Donna Brazile, she tried to rig it with the Fusion GPS, propaganda lies dossier about hookers in a Ritz-Carlton with Trump in Moscow, Geraldo. I mean, what is it with Democrats rigging elections now?
Isn't it nice, Sean, to have a good old political corruption story rather than all those icky sex scandals we've been hearing about for the last several weeks?
It's insane. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Stealing $90,000. This guy, Brady, he's not just any Democrat. He's the head of the Philadelphia machine. He's a very, very important person. He's the ranking member of the Committee on House Administration. He is the biggest ward healer, old-style gregarious, 6'2" Irish Italian, son of a cop, backslapper, very popular. But he feared an opponent running in a plurality black district, a black man running. So he engineered a scheme, allegedly, or some believe, he's not charged yet, he just had a search warrant executed against him, engineered a scheme whereby they couldn't just give the insurgent candidate 90 grand, so they created fake businesses. They tried to launder the money. 3 of his associates, the congressman's associates, were involved. 1 has already turned state's evidence.
He's
so
just basically taken Hillary's
trouble, Sean.
Let me sum it up into this. He basically has taken Hillary Clinton's right out of a page out of her book, Larry.
News bulletin. Democrats cut corners in campaign races. How about Harry Reid going to the floor of the Senate in the 2012 race and saying the word on the street is that Mitt Romney hasn't paid taxes? And then when Harry Reid retired, he was asked about this by CNN, and he said, well, he didn't win, did he? How about Donna Brazile getting the debate questions to Hillary ahead of time? I mean, come on. Democrats cut corners, shockingly.
Yeah, shocking. The thing is...
But Larry, you don't for a second pretend that it's just the one party involved. I mean, there's plenty of this to go around. The Republicans are the principal engineers of the gerrymandering, the rigging these districts so they maximize the impact of the state vote. Listen, there's plenty of sleaze to go around. What is interesting in this case is that this is truly one of the giants of the old-style Democratic urban machine. Philly's rotten. I mean, since 2000, had 30-plus Democrats have been indicted, jailed. The other congressman, 11-termer, he went down. He's in jail now. So, this is following a house of cards pattern.
Larry?
Geraldo, going to the floor of the Senate, as Harry Reid did, as leader of the Senate, and saying the word on the street is Mitt Romney hasn't paid taxes, knowing full well it wasn't true, that's on a whole nother level. Stealing the debate questions and getting them to Hillary ahead of time, and therefore shafting Bernie Sanders, that's on a whole nother level. If there's been a comparable thing the Republicans have done, tell me about it. But who is it?
Geraldo,
how about disenfranchising black voters? How about disenfranchising black voters by rigging?
You mean the way Al Gore tried to do?
My point is this. It's just like the sex.
You mean the way Al Gore tried to get those military ballots dismissed like that?
Yeah, like that.
But
that's exactly
when you say. But when you say that, this is a narrative I reject, that Republicans are racist. I resent it. It happens every 4 years. Here's the problem. To get into the Democratic National Convention that we both go to every 4 years, guess what? You need a picture ID, the Democratic Convention.
Sean, my feeling about political corruption, and I think that in one sense you're right. I think that urban old-style party, Tammany Hall-type politicians maybe are more prone to or more used to being corrupt. But my feeling about corruption is the same as my feeling about these sex harassment scandals. There's plenty to go around for everybody, right, left,
You can't
red,
give me a
blue.
modern-day example
This is a stink.
of Republicans rigging they rigged it. Every Democrat that liked Bernie Sanders, the commie socialist he is, God bless him, their vote should count. The whole thing was rigged from the get-go. She controlled it all, and she tried to do it, Larry, in the general election by paying for Russian lies and propaganda. How ironic, considering the last year of Trump-Russia nonsense.
And how about the fact that Juanita Broaddrick made allegations 25 years ago? Nobody cared. Now, all of a sudden, the Clintons are no longer in power. It's okay to throw them under the bus. What about that hypocrisy? What about Kathleen Willey saying that Bill Clinton basically did something inappropriate in the Oval Office, and then a couple of days later, one of the nation's top feminists, Gloria Steinem, writes a piece in the New York Times and says, well, even if you believe what Kathleen Willey says, it's not sexual harassment because when she told him to stop, he stopped. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
This is the principle into which the left twisted themselves to defend the Clintons.
30 years of abusing these women, Geraldo.
I think that what President Clinton did, and you and I have had this argument before, Sean.
Yeah, 10
He's
seconds.
a man whose entire life was raked over the coals. I'm talking about Bill Clinton. He was impeached, dishonored, disbarred.
We will pick this
what
up.
do you want to
We
do?
will pick this up.
Flog him?